After these messages, we'll be right back.
Oh, we're getting into this. I gotta spam some messages places. I was just messing with my camera because if I'm doing crocheting, I want to have some stuff going on, and also it's a different thing that I normally do. I had to change my camera. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll put on some words for stream. We can put that on somewhere. Let me turn that on here. Let's see here. Do I have it under its own thing, or is it under weird sized alerts? Words, words, words. Words on stream. I almost never use it. So, oh, maybe I put it underneath my BRB. Oh, I totally did. Okay, that's fine. Cool. And I'll just slide. I'll just slide that over this way somewhere. I guess. Because here's the magic. Like buttons. Buttons for my late stream. I've had a disaster of a day. I will tell you all about it in a minute. No, okay, I don't have the web camera on because I'm using no. Why isn't it working? Don't be this way. Why isn't it working? Oh, that's why. Had it hidden. Okay. I'm only a little bit green screened out. Yay. I'm a little ghostly. Maybe I should just turn that off completely. Fuck it. Let's change scenes here. We're figuring it out. I normally don't have my camera in portrait mode ever. The webcam scene. Normally you don't see all of this happening. I had to like move my camera in a weird spot. So now it's up there somewhere. In fact, I need to wiggle it a little more. No, this way. No, this way. Yeah. Ignore the mess behind me. I don't even know which side of me that mess is on. Pretend like my floor is clean in my office. Yeah. It's weird. My camera is up and I'm like, too much of me is on camera. There's no mess. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. We're fine. My arm will cover up most of it. This way you'll also see it when my cat comes and harasses me. Right now the kitty is down there. If I move the camera too much, you won't be able to. I have it on like a gooseneck thing, so it's really wibbly wobbly. But what I'll do is, just so I'm not half green screened out, is turn off my chroma filter and figure. No, not that. I need filters. Boop. Now it's just a green screen behind me. I don't know if that's better. I don't know. Half green screen, half cat tree. I have another curtain, but I'd have to flip it around. And that's too much work. Oh well. Maybe I'll just be halfway blended out. I don't know. Whatever. If I'm a little translucent, everything I'm working on is going to be not see-through, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Okay, let me just paste this message in a couple places. Life finds a way for me to self-promo in places. So I locked myself, was grocery shopping today. Before stream, I was like, oh, it'll take me 15 minutes. I'll run to the store really quick, get my my groceries for the kids really quick. And you know how that goes, right? You're like, I'm going to go quickly. It'll be like 10 minutes in and out, 5 minutes to the store, 20 minutes total. I get to my car. I put my groceries in the back, in the trunk. I closed, like, and I'd been holding my keys. I have a little lanyard. I was holding them in my hand when I was putting things in the trunk. And my keys, I must have, when I let go of my last bag of groceries, I must have let go of my keys at the same time. Then I closed the trunk and went to reach into my pockets to get my keys. And I was like, looking around, looking at the ground, looked at the back of the car, and was just like, fuck. And what makes it better is my SIM card isn't working right. I need to go in person to the phone people and be like, I need a new SIM card because my phone isn't working. And So I have no way to phone anybody, and I was going to fix that today after Nimble got home from work. But Nimble didn't go to work today. He wasn't feeling great, so I went grocery shopping instead. Here, do some words on stream while I finish spamming stuff. Oh, that's loud. Goddamn. Music. There's no way to change. Oh, there we go. No, I have background music. I don't need this there. Oh, I was gonna be like stress, but there's not enough S's in that. But so I had to go into the store and ask an employee if I could use their phone to call for help. Called my mom and got her on the case. Figured out the store's Wi-Fi so I could get onto the internet and text people. My mom got hold of my brother and he drove out to rescue me, drive me home, get my keys, drive me back to the store, get all my stuff, go home, unload the groceries, get the kids set up. Then I'm just like, oh my gosh, why? Yeah, just winning. I'm just winning today. But it's okay because I have chocolate from my auntie from yesterday, and I have cake. I have cake in the fridge from yesterday. So it's not the end of the world. I just feel dumb for locking my keys in the car. And I mean, I know what happens to everyone. Eventually, someone, at some point in time, someone's locked their keys somewhere or locked themselves out of their house or whatever. Like, it happens. It happens. I'm not the only human in the world that I've had that this has happened to. Oops, wrong one. Delete that. No. Ah! Hi, Martin. How tragic to be a flawed human. Yeah, no, it's like, oh no, it's like, oh, it happens. I still felt dumb at the time though, so, not much I can do about that. Do another one now. We got more people. Help us find some words, Martin. Let's see. I got one more community promo. Real slow today. There. My unmitigated day disaster. Oh, I was like a town, but someone's already got that. Ooh, Roth. That's a good word. There we go. My contribution. Let's get this kit open and get to crocheting. Let's see here. I got some pretty blue. Bunch of white. Looks like they even start you with the magic circle, so that's cool. Got some fluff, which I have a lot more fluff too, so I can make it extra fluffy if I want. The little extras, that's like the eyes. The wee wobbly bits. Like that's what it says. Wee wobbly bits. Ooh, and that's got like my little code. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Ooh. Okay. It's got the little bit of oh no. Where did I drop that? Why does it have to be something that was gray and then it fell onto my floor? I didn't realize that they had a little pocket right there. Okay, it looks like they give you an extra because he doesn't need 3 eyes, so it'll be fine. All right, so I'm going to pull up my instructions for this Woobles. Restart. Hello, Slow Joe. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some crafting today. It's been an unmitigated disaster day. I just need to chill, and I'm like, I'll make a Wooble. So I'm trying the portrait mode on my camera, which is different. Not enough letters. I was like salad, but nope, no 2 A's. Letters. Get distracted by that. Okay, I need to go to the Woobles. Oh, get this yarn out of my way so I can type. Woobles.com/start and the passcode for my little Woobles. Let's see here. Where is Howard? Oh my gosh, they have bluey ones. Oh, that's super cute. Oh, they have a Chattermax. Oh my god, I didn't know Woobles had a bluey set. Oh, that's so cute. Let's go up here. I'm looking for Howard the Yeti. And I have a passcode. It's maybe later. No. Okay, so I just want, no, I want the printed, no, stop. Go back. I want the, where is the pattern? No, stop it. I just want the pattern. Oh, there we go. Download pattern. I'm like, where's the whole ass pattern for this? Okay. Anyone can do that, I think. I'm just going to slide that window down a little bit smaller and out of the way. And then this one up here. Head and body. Real simple, real round. And made of the white yarn. All the small things. Do I have a little thing to put this in? And where did I put the, should have come with a crochet hook. Crochet hook. Commiserating Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Zippers and my microphone are not getting long. There we go. Ooh. Oh, somebody didn't. I need to get like fishing on stream or something. Or if there's any other on stream games. Carry me home. Na 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 na. How did they start this? That's so weird. They do a weird start, but I assume that's in order to. Okay. Whoops. Doop, doop. Okay, so I'm gonna do doubles. 2 in this one. 2. And I'll just make a little mark. Keep track if that's what started. 3. Bad tension. Losing my grip. Okay. Yeah, so we're just, like I said, we're just sort of vibing today. So 3 and 4. 5 and 6. 7 and 8. 9. And yarn's rolling away. 9 and 10. 11 and 12. Oop, oop, oop. There we go. Let's see. So then it wants a single and an increase. Like that. That I feel like. That'll tighten up. So a single. What did I drop? Oh well, I have another one for a reason. Ooh. Going out for a run. Nice. Going out for a outside, you know, anything is nice. It's 1 and 2. So then a single. And then a double. 1 and 2. Very slow making our circles. Up the light, everything will be just fine. What did I just do? Easy to count. So there's 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and then this next one will be 2. and then 1 and 2. Maybe I'll turn on another light just a sec. Yeah, maybe that's too bright. It's hard to find good lighting balance in this room. Come along. Also still kind of transparent. Two, 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 1, and 2. So 1, 2, single, double. Single, double. That's the last one. Back to where I started. And then it wants 2 singles and an increase. So I'll take this out. There's 1. And 1 is 2. And double is 3 and 4. And 5 and 6. Then a double is 7 and 8. It's weird to not be using a plush yarn. I'm so used to using plush yarn for everything now. So single and a single. It's 9 and 10. Double. It's 11 and 12. Work multitasking. Yeah. 12. Nice. It's 13. A single is 14. Then a double is 15 and 16. And a single is 17 and 18. And a little bit 18, and then a double is 19 and 20. There we go. And 21, 22, and the last one is 23 and 24. 3, 24. Okay, and then round 5 is 3 singles and an increase. So get that first one. Mark it. It's 1. Spend a bit of time now. Yeah, now we're just vibing with a little bit of crochet, a little bit of music, a little bit of dancing. I got a bingo just off camera. He's having a nice little snooze. But it's single, so 1 and 2 and 3, and then 2 is 5. Two, okay. So then 1, 2, 3, and then a double will make that. That's 8, 9, and 10. Then 1, 2. Thank you for asking, the Validan. Yeah, things are better. 3, and a double. I just have to get to like little spots where I'm like, 1, 2, 3 and a double, 1, 2, 3 and a double, 1, 2, 3 and a double. So that should be 15. Anyone can type exclamation restart to restart the words on stream. You don't gotta wait for me. But I can start it up again anyway. Let's see here. That was the double. So 1, 2, 3, and 2 more. Makes that 20. 1, 2, 3, and a double is 25. And then 1, 2, 3, and a double is 30. Okay, so that is my round with 30. That goes up to 0.5 on these instructions. We're up to, just finished this. And now we do the next 3 rows, just single stitch all the way around. So I will take out my stitch marker, start with one of the shingles, mark my new home row basically. And this is where I will stitch right past that and keep track of how many rows I do. So I do 3 rows like that or this way. This goes pretty quick because I just need to do singles all the way around. 1, 2. And with the stitch marker, this is where I don't have to think too hard. It's just doing rounds, so I can actually look at other stuff. This is where, like, if I was like chilling and not on stream, I would be like watching other streamers doing whatever they're doing. I can find some other little fun thing. I've got other whatsits. Let's just take a look here. What about if I try? Trying to find. I have this cute little idol thing that's adorable that I can put on if I can find it. Dang it, what is it called? It's like little cute little critters. Library, okay. The little corners.
I am your father's
Not the dream
brother's
globe.
nephew's cousin's
Cousins
former
of our
roommate.
Nice.
What's that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Hi, Zala Fanari. Welcome in. Just trying to have like a little something in the background. I don't know if people want to do words, then they can just do exclamation restart. I think anyone can do it. No one's tried, so I don't know. I think I have it set that way. Where the hell is it? It's like my little creature thing. No. Animal thing? No. Zoo? Nope. Booted up not that long ago. They had an update recently. Why can't I find anything I'm looking for? It's not my chillquarium. Guess who's in a superstore pushing a save on card? Damn. Yeah, so this one time, yeah, I locked myself out of the car. I had to get rescued. It's just so silly. Is it like my dream something? Why does my brain not remember the thing that I wanted to put on in any way, shape, or form? Come on, brain. Why you do this to me? Did it get like removed from Steam? Like what the fuck? And I can't remember its flippin' name. So now I'm just scrolling through. Oh my god. There it is. There it is. Brain rot. I'm zombie. I'm a zombie. Wonder if I had a little window for this. Windows everywhere. They're so cute. I want to put them in their own little window. Can I do that? Here's my little... Where does it go? It goes right off screen. Again, I click on it. Okay. I can't click on it, so I gotta try opening it again. Oh, my tablet. Why? Why is it on my main screen? This is gonna get mad at everything. Okay, there we go. Okay. The whole thing's gonna yell at me again. Don't mind me. Calm down. No! That's specifically what I didn't want. There. Okay, save. And now I can try to do this as a game window. Oh my god, the buttons. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. We're just messing around with stuff. Okay, so then I think I can do this. If I could make this somehow interactable with the stream, I would be so happy. But I can't. Since no one's playing words on stream, I'm just going to close that. We're just hanging out. I will just make my instructions on my tablet a little bit bigger. Like my little ghostly self over it. Horns. You just look at the cute little guys, and every once in a while I can just be like bloop 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 bloop. Gotta make all the little critters happy. Are they hungies? Oops. Why do I keep clicking that button? A little hamster and a little corgi. I got a bunny and a fox, another bunny. Little treats. There. They can run around to eat. Those are adorable. Oh, let's get back to crocheting. Anyway, I just put on I don't even know if the song requests thing is working. I don't know, nothing's doing nothing. Let's just try to get this round little Yeti body created. Let's see how it is. Probably gonna have to make lunch for the kids soon. I mean, they had some snacks and stuff, but I don't know. They have not come up here to ask me for anything yet. We didn't do school today. We're just taking an extra long weekend for Easter because we went traveling yesterday. Yesterday was a bit of we mostly did a lot of productive stuff, but we were also out of the house all day. And I mean, there's only so much one can do when one is out of the house. Got my passport renewed, and I should get that in the next 2 weeks. Did like an oil change on the car. We had the kids over at the auntie's so they could hang out, visit the family. And, you know, all that fun stuff. Back into this one. I started. We're just going around for round 2. And then I feel like once I get this done, if I make one of these guys, then I might make another one using, I have like white plushy yarn. Because once I have the pattern, you know, since I own the pattern, I can use it as many times as I feel like. And I could make a really round Yeti. I don't know if I have, I have some blue. I have some blue because I made a little blue whale for a friend. So I have blue plush, I've got regular plush. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I can't believe I locked myself out of my car. I mean, that's such like a silly thing to do, right? I mean, it happens once in a while. It's been years since I've done that. But I don't know. I don't know if it's like just like the ADHDs, like my brain just sometimes forgets or it lets go of, because I'll forget that I'm holding the keys in my hand. I will forget that I have them in my hand and I will put them down along with whatever else I'm carrying. I do that with my phone a lot too, where I will have it in my hand, I'll be doing other stuff, I will forget that I am literally holding my phone, and I will put it down with whatever I was doing and walk away, and then be like, where the fuck did my phone go? Which is silly, right? Like, you go, well, it was right in your hand, Nox, but you know, it's like I'm not beating myself up over it that much. Maybe a little bit, you know, maybe a little bit, but you know, it could have been worse. I could have locked myself out of the car with my kids, you know, and we could have all been standing there being like, well, now what? Then I would have been like beyond extra sad about the situation. So that wasn't the case. You know, I can think of all these things that could have been worse. It could have been worse, and it wasn't. It was actually not that bad. Like, I went into the store, there was a nice employee who was like, you can use my cell phone to make your call, and I called my mom, and my mom called my brother because my phone's not working properly. I gotta go to the cell phone provider and be like, yo, what the hell is going on with my phone right now? Why is it not working properly? And have them, you know, basically run up to them and be like, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Yeah, like, and the number of times I've locked myself out of my car because I left my keys in, at least I'm like, I have locked my keys in the car by leaving them in the ignition and getting out of the car. Like, I turned off the car, but I left the keys in the ignition because I was looking for something in my purse. And then I just get up. And at the time in my old car, it had the type of lock where you push the lock down, you have to lift up the door handle and close the door, and that locks it. So I never used my keys to lock my door. I didn't have, it's not like a key fob, so I wouldn't hop out and hit a button. So the number of times that I left my keys like in the fucking ignition or on the seat of the fucking car. But at least with that old car, I could basically just call BCAA, which is like, I don't know, I think America has like AAA or whatever. Like, it's your car insurance people, like, it's the guys that come and like, you have a flat tire and they'll help you out, or they'll tow your car, or if you lock yourself out of your car, they come and jimmy the lock for you so that you can get back in. AAA, yeah. So like, if that would have been my last case scenario, because it takes them around an hour or so for them to show up and actually do whatever and get me back into my car. But, you know, it could be worse. Could be worse. Like, you know, at least I have BCAA, so like, if, you know, if the worst happened, I'd be able to deal with it. I'm working, kids, if you're coming in here. I don't know who came in. Got my camera on. Where you going? Where you going? He came in, peeked, and then ran away. These kids. Like, I think he saw that he could see himself on the camera and ran away. So that's one of my boys. And he ran off giggling. He'll be back. He'll tell me what he wants. So yeah. So I have locked myself out of my car when my car was idling. One time, right after we'd had, after when my twins were little, one of them needed to have some follow-up doctor things down at Children's Hospital. Like, had to have like some corrective surgery for a condition. It wasn't anything like super serious, but you know, it's still any surgery is serious, but it wasn't like to fix like a life-threatening thing or anything like that. So it's 1 row, 2 rows. So this should be the last one here. We're getting a good little basket shape. Boop, boop, boop. Little round. That'll be, I think, probably the bottom of the Yeti. Come out and waste away with me. But yeah, so me and the one twin who was at the hospital, we'd gotten discharged. Nimble had packed up the other twin from the hotel that we were staying at. and was in the middle of like loading up the car. It was cold, so he had the car running. He buckled in the kiddo, was like, oh shoot, I left something upstairs in the hotel room, ran back up to get that, came back down and realized that he had shut the door and locked it with the kid in the car, and he didn't have the key to open the door. So he calls me and goes, I kind of locked our kid in the car and the car is running. And I was like, let me call BCAA and I will get someone there as fast as possible. So he was just sitting there waving at like our little twin in the window, and our little, this is when he's like 2 years old, or one and a half to 2 years old. So he's just sitting there in the car, like all cozy and warm and safe, waving at daddy. Too little to like open locks or unbuckle himself or anything. And so I call BCAA and I'm like, this is an emergency. My husband locked the car, the kid, the car's running. Y'all need to get there fast and unlock the door. So it was they actually did hustle it, and it took about a half hour for them to get there, let him into the car, and for him to come and get us from the hospital, pick up me and the other boy from the hospital. Because shit happens, right? Shit happens. And it's like, I can't fault him on it. Like, he was trying to make sure the car was warm and that the kiddo was comfortable, and like just packing up the hotel. It's a bit of a frantic situation because the one little guy had been in the hospital for a week and I'd been down there with him and he had come down to pick us up. Like, it's one of those days. Okay, so this is around 6 to 8. I did round 6, round 7, ready, yeah. So now round 9 is 4 singles and an increase, and then more rounds. Okay, so he's going to have like a little loop shape. So let's see here. Tighten that string up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a double. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 2, 6. Okay, so that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get my yarn caught on stuff. There we go. 4, and then a double from 6 to 12. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more. Be 18. But yeah. Yep. So that's always the story that Nimble tells. Every time I lock my keys in the car or something, he's like, well, at least you didn't lock your own kid in the car. And he gets all sad about it. And I'm like, dude, shit happens to everybody. At least, your kiddo was good. Our boy was fine. They showed up quickly to let him out. It's not like you walked away from him while grocery shopping. You were there the whole time. But it also made him super paranoid about ever leaving the kids in the car. So he always just takes them out if he has to go back, even if it's a hassle. Whereas I'm at the point now where it's like, if I take them and I have to run back into the house and they're in, they're old enough, they're 7, they can sit in their own car, they can buckle themselves in and out. If I was to lock them in the car, they could just unlock the door and let me back in. 2, 3, 4, and a double. That should be 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a double. I might have miscounted. I got the right number, but I think I miscounting one of those. So that should have been 36, not 24. I'm going to double check. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, yeah. We are still on course. So we just finished that one. Now we need to do these 4 rounds 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 5 rows where I got to do just single increases. So I will leave the orange one in for now and start doing extra rows of singles. 1. And now it's still on MTV. Her kids in high school. They'll hear that she's uncool, but she's still preoccupied. 1985. I'm not quite that old, but that's the vibe. I feel like at this point at my age. What the heck? Oh no, I hear balloons. What are you kids doing? What are you doing? I got a camera going here, buddy. I'm working. Can you stay behind the curtain, please? Maybe talk to me from over here. You want me to tie it up? Okay. Whoa, that's a big one. I'm working. Stay off my camera. It's for your own privacy, dude. Wow, you got a big one for sure. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna put it over the top. Woo! Okay, whatever. Woo. Bingo. Donna, there was you two. And music still on MTV. There are 2 kids in high school. Tell her that she's uncool, but she's still preoccupied. 1995. It's like I could probably make a version of this, but it'll be like 1995 or something. Or hell, even 2005. Like solid college years music or something. This Yeti's going to be a lot bigger than I thought he'd be. The other Woobles that I've made have all been a bit smaller than that. Like I've got an axolotl and a little bunny thing. And I've got Gertrude. Gertrude, where are you? Oh, you're underneath all these other stuffies. Okay, so I made Gertrude, but I used my own yarn. And right now she's wearing a little bunny hat. This is a Woobles pattern. But I made a version that was with my own, I used plushy yarn. Look how cute she is! And then I was making a big bunny for my kiddo, and I got this far, and then I decided I didn't like how that was turning out. I turned it into a little hat for Gertrude. So now Gertrude is a llama rabbit with a little white hat. Look at her. I gotta make like a little ribbon so it goes underneath her little chin. My axolotl's way up top. I'm not gonna grab it down. That's too much work.
After these messages,
Ads
we'll be
break.
right back.
It's like all my little critters are happy, so I'm gonna give them all a little pet. Wait, you people here, have some foods. Oh, look at you, have some foods. Eh. Can't reach these ones. There we go. Little llama, pat, 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 pat. It's cute little critters. Let them run around, make me money. I have a couple of different idle game things. I was trying to figure out ways to potentially make them work on stream with like chat commands or something. But I think I would need streamer bot and some knowledge about programming, because I would have to make it so it'd be like if this gets entered in chat, it triggers this key command. I mean, I could maybe do it with mix it up. I could use conditionals and stuff. Because like my thought would be like, if if X happens, then like some of these games, not like this one, but some of the idle games are just like you can click keys. You don't have to use your mouse to click on stuff. So I could make it so that, when chat enters this command, it simulates whatever key press, and that would let them interact with the little idle game. But like I'm not 100% sure. Like that's taking a learning step that I don't have the skill set for at this point. So it's a lot of speculation. But I'd love to have something more interactive for like if I do like little crafting streams, like if I'm doing Lego or if I'm doing this. And like the only ones that I know of are like the fishing one, which I find just like everyone does it is kind of a little like it's not bad, but it's not as fun as like if y'all had the ability to like feed the little critters on my farm, or like, why are you sad? Y'all need something? Let's check my little critters here. Which you might pasture. Yeah, I think they all need a little bit of medicine. Make them happy. Give them some medicines. I don't know if they need two, I just know that I'm gonna give them lots of medicine. It'll make sure you're all happy. Get that corgi. Now let me check their stats. There we go. Much happier. Ooh, and I can get 3 more critters. Ooh, I can get a parrot. That's adorable. What else can I get? I already have an alpaca. Ooh, if I get 30,000 money, I can get a deer, so if I just wait a little bit longer. They have a water version too. Neat. Cats, things. I need to raise 5 hamster. Okay, what do I need to get? If I raise 5 parrots to adulthood, I'll unlock a capybara. Oh my goodness. Is there something to make... Oh my god. Oh my gosh! Hey! How could you? The hell? Did I just buy that? Where did it go? There we go. Oh well. Kid just ran in here and let go of a balloon. Just ran in with that balloon. Is this a cover? Of course, it's just Radiohead. You were here before. Couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. I want a feather in the world. Yes, I was special. You're so very special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice if I'm not around. You're very special. I wish I was special. I used to love this one on Rock Band. Love karaoke in general, really. I'm a weirdo. Oh, this is gonna be a little Yeti guy. Howard the Yeti. That's what I'm working on. Spotify. Why have a thing that just fades out? Yeah, yeah. I do have an axolotl. You know what? Funny. He's kind of green, so he doesn't show up that well. Aspirations to shreds, another cog in the murder machine. They say that teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So she goes and like a violent pose. Sometimes I wish that this music was out when I was in high school instead of college. It's still a mood though. I still like it. For me, it was more like I don't know. There's a lot of The Cure and Depeche Mode because goth kid in high school. The way I put it is, I'm a goth at heart. I just don't have the energy to dress up anymore. It's so much work. So much work. I don't own makeup anymore. All my clothes are green or black. So I mean, like the black clothes is good. But it's just like it's a lot of green because green is the color that looks nice on me. Yeah, we all get older and start caring about all those appearance. It's just so much work. It's exhausting as a mom and the kids, and it's just like ugh. Okay, let's see. That was rows 10 to 14. So that was 10, 11, 12. I need to do like this 2 more rounds around. Just scared. Yeah. I don't know. The little Yeti guy is gonna look super cute. Get his little face done. Stitch everything together. I don't think they gave me nearly enough stuffing for this guy. Because it depends on how, like, I don't know. Maybe I should have been doing him tighter. I've been trying. I love some Offspring. I think one of my favorite things about music is when the music that I always like, that I like or listen to for a lot, I can find lots of new music that also sounds really good. But the fact that, music holds up, like it could be music that was from like 20 years ago or 50 years ago or more, and it's still a lot of the banging tunes are still banging tunes. Like I used to listen to a lot of music from the 1950s. Like I would borrow my grandpa's like tapes of like sets where he would listen. I'd like to listen to a lot of the music that my grandpa listened to. It's part of why I really like a lot of the Fallout music, because they have, like it was music that I grew up listening to. Like my grandpa would play the records. Um and like the nice little tunes, a lot of them are like catchy and simple, or they're good for dancing. um my grandpa listened to a lot of satirical records. Like I think I got a lot of my sense of humor from being raised by my grandpa, who was a bit of a sarcastic guy. Almost done this row. I think I need one more. So that was that one I went around. So 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, yeah, so one more. This will be 14. I just go up the row. There, 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 there. Yeah, that should be there. Okay. Kind of play fast and loose with my stitch markers, because I'm like, whatever, I can make it work. I don't do this to be super precise. I do this just for the fun of it. But yeah, I guess I was looking at the thing, and it's supposed to be. It ends up being about 4 or 4.5, like 4 inches tall. So I'm like, it's actually bigger than I thought it would be. And I do not think that the fluff they gave me is going to be sufficient. Like there's no way. But that's okay, because I have a whole bag of fiberfill over there that I can steal from. And if anyone wants words on stream back, I can open that up too. So just let me know. I might try to get that fishing game, fishing on stream or whatever, where you do an exclamation fish and then it fishes. Or if anyone else has seen streaming games that other folks have them. Because, like a lot of streamers have like AFK games or things like that. So if there's any that y'all have seen that looked like they were fun, you're welcome to drop me a note in the Discord. Let me know. And I could try checking them out and see if they cost anything. Eating a candy. I'm like, I have a bag full of like chocolates from my auntie. She gave me and my husband and the kids each a little gift basket. And mine has little cookie sticks. Biscolata cookie sticks. There we go. And there were some little Hershey's mini eggs. A cute little bunny bun. Hop, hop, hop. Got some cat treats for my cat. Little chuck bars. These are really good. They're Ferrero Rocher, but in like this little wafer bar. Pretty neat. Meanwhile, the kids got like marshmallows and little eggs and some little activities. They got she gave them more toys than candy, and gave me and my husband more candy than toys. Which I am okay with. Yeah. And then let's see. Tomorrow, providing it's not an unmitigated disaster like today, I'll continue with Resident Evil. And then tomorrow night, after I get my kids to bed, I will do Lego stream. And we'll see how far we get with that. And then I will potentially also do a Saturday stream and do more Lego depending on how much I get done with it on Friday night. Oh, yeah. Let me just make sure that I haven't completely lost track of all my stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay. I always have to like triple check and be like, did I skip a stitch somewhere? But no, we're pretty good. Okay. And this is where we start making it smaller again. So stitch 2. Oh, cancel. So now we are over here. Round 15, stitch 2, and then decrease. And then singles, and then single and a decrease. Okay, so stitch 2, decrease. Stitch 1. Put in my marker. Take out the old marker. Stitch 2. And then decrease. And the decrease is kind of neat because like an invisible decrease. It's hard to see it on the white. But you go in through the first loop of 2 and then pull it through. And then it looks like a normal stitch, but you've actually shrunk it down by 1. I don't know. Not easy for me to show that on I don't have a good camera angle. And then 1 and 2 and a decrease. One, 2. Come on. 1. One, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. think we're on track. 1, 2, decrease. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god, Juliet. Here I am just vibing. And you gotta come in here with that unprovoked aggression. 1 and 2. And decrease. And then 1 and 2. And decrease. One and 2. And I'm not okay. Not okay. I'm not okay. 1, 2, and a decrease. I think I might have missed one on that. I'm gonna have to pull it out. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, and I'm off count by. I'm off count, which means one of these ones I missed. Okay, so 1, 2, and that's the decrease. Let's start again. 2 decrease. 1. Actually, no, I'll pull it right back. Okay. 1, 2, and then this will be the decrease. There. Crocheting is so forgiving that way. If you mess up, you just pull it out and try it again. 1, 2, decrease. Yeah, I think I might have looped into a spot too soon on one of those decreases because I was off by like a count. So 1, 2, decrease. 1. Whoop. Frog in time. Frogs are cute. My favorite. I only think about frogs that makes me sad is that they're green and I got a green screen. So here's my invisible frog. You can see its shape pretty well. He's nice and squishy. Squish, 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 squish. He's like the exact same color green as like the green screen color of my chair. And it's a little pattern that I made for myself. So he's got little flippy floppy feet. Flippy floppy feet. Where's a good contrast against me? Beep, 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 beep. The big bobbly eyes on him. There's it's a modified version of a pattern that I have. That I'm not gonna get distracted and find it. Second here. Oh my god. 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2. So the next one is the decrease. Wow. There was shrimps. There were shrimps and a jump scare. Classic Juliet behavior. Uh-oh. What was that? Are you okay? Did a balloon pop? No one's come running in here crying. So maybe I don't know what exactly happened. Oh, looks like a balloon did get popped. I hear a kid now being sad about it. I have a feeling that maybe the cat popped a balloon. Find out momentarily. Let me just get this double stitch done so I don't lose count of where I'm at. And I'm gonna have to camera for a second.
Bingo popped my balloon.
Bingo popped your balloon.
It was a big orange one.
Oh no, the really big one?
Yeah.
Aw. Well,
The little scratched it and popped.
yeah, that'll happen. He doesn't know. Did he scare himself really badly?
Yeah.
He'll probably stay away from your balloons now.
But he just like slaps him.
I know, but since the balloon exploded and made a loud noise, it probably scared him, and he'll probably not want to go near another one in case it also pops. I'm sorry that your orange balloon got exploded. Do you have any more with with the printing on it? Those ones are the really big ones.
I don't see it anywhere. You have pizza.
Well, you guys look through the balloons that were on the table and see if there's...
Oh, mine are finished. I couldn't find yours.
Those are the ones that I put out. Like, I didn't bring any extras. I just put the ones on the table.
I want some extras.
Okay. Well, I'll just see here. And just see how long until we have an ad break. Oh, we still got a ways. Okay, well, give me a couple minutes. I'll come downstairs and take a look and see if we can find you another big balloon to blow up, okay? Poor little guy. Poor little guy. Balloon got popped by the kitty. Kitty is probably now terrified of balloons because that would be very surprising. Wonder if he's hiding somewhere.
It's not hiding. He wasn't really frightened.
Are you sure he wasn't really frightened? I'd be frightened. I hate it when balloons explode.
His fur wasn't poofed.
Maybe he was just shocked then.
Yeah, shocked.
Shocked.
Yeah.
Stay behind the curtain, please. Okay. His fur wasn't poofed. Okay, so then one full round. Start with one. Mark it. I went to the grocery store, Nimble, while you were resting. Had an unmitigated disaster of a day, which is why I'm doing this. Guess what, Nimble? Now that you're awake, I can tell you the story. So this one time, I thought it was 9:30 in the morning. I'm like, I'll go to the grocery store. I know. I'm still on my camera. What are you doing? Get out of here. Anyway, so I go to the store. I think I have plenty of time to buy some milk and some snacks and some lunch and come home. I'm loading up the car. It's just about 10. I'm like, okay, well, it only takes 5 minutes to get home. I'll be like a little bit late. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. I take my groceries. I put them in the trunk. Everything is hunky-dory. I close the trunk. I go to the front of the car. I realize my keys are not in my pocket. I pat down my pockets. I look around the car. I look at the trunk. I locked the keys in the trunk with the groceries. And I'm like, and my phone isn't working properly. now it's not even doing cellular. It's not even phoning or texting. So I had to go into the store and ask an employee if there was a phone I could use, and they're like looking at their till phones being like, yeah, no, these don't make outside calls. And then one lady was like, oh, you could use my cell phone. Like, it was another employee. She's like, it's just over here, because she was doing like labels, like all the prices. She's doing the price changes. So she pulls out her cell phone and she's all like, what's the number? And I give her mom's number. She calls mom for me, and I, like, hands me the phone. I tell mom the situation. Mom's like, well, I'm still not really up for driving. And I'm like, that's okay. I really didn't want to use, I did, she knows who I could maybe call, because I'm like, can't call Nimble because A, my phone's not working, and I have the car. Nimble can't drive the non-existent car to get me when I'm the one with the car. So I was just like, Mom, what do I do? And she's like, I'll call your brother for you. And I'm like, okay, thank you. So she like got like my brother to come and rescue me. And so I was all like, thank you, lady at the store. And I ran over to Timmy's and got like a gift card for that lady, because I had to have her wait for a text back from my mom to let me know if my brother was going to get me or not. And I felt bad, so I got myself an ice cap because I felt sad, and I got the lady like a $10 gift card because I felt bad. And then I also treated my brother to a coffee after he picked me up, because he had to drive me home to get the keys and then drive me back to the store to get to use the car. And then I had to put away my groceries and then sit down, and then I started crocheting. And I didn't start my stream until like noon. Like so yeah. I want to be all like, this wouldn't have happened if you were working, because I wouldn't have gone to the store. But you didn't sleep, so. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe the three rock stars you drank yesterday might have been part of the problem. 3. I didn't know I didn't realize you grabbed a third. I still think 2 is too much. I feel like if you're tired, either we need to make more stops or you need to pull over and like swap it out and let me drive, and you can just try to go to sleep. Because if you're that tired, you could sleep, and then maybe you wouldn't feel so bad. Like, but now I have now I've gotten good at managing like the Ritalin and everything, and I could just drive. I'm like, whatever. Versus you having 3 energy drinks and then not sleeping. Oh no, Nimble. Who needs a functioning heart? Not Nimble, I guess. Okay, so I shrink that down a little bit. He's a little wobbly. We'll be able to fill him up real good and make him more round. So I just did this set. So now I need to do this set, which is a single and a decrease and a single and a decrease. That was a single and a decrease. Let me in there. Yeah, we don't know why his heart effed off, but it did. It was like, nah, F you, buddy. And no one was quite sure what caused it. They just have, I think the prevailing theory is when he had pneumonia basically after we had the kids. So I think the theory is that the pneumonia, was like F your heart. And, he had illness related heart failure before it was cool. Cough, cough, COVID. Yeah, he's the hipster of viral heart failure. 1, shrink. Be just like you. Then I probably got to stuff this thing full of fluff. shaping it like an egg. Okay. Or that's kind of underneath here that I can't quite see. There we go. Yeah. So yes, that was my morning. And later on I gotta go up to the mall kiosk and be like, the F is wrong with my phone, guys. Not impressed with their service so far, if this is what it's gonna be like. Luckily, it's just a bring your own phone. I can just be like, listen, I'm just gonna bring my own phone back to my old plan if this is how it's gonna be. I'm sure they can fix it though. I'm sure it's just like something where they're like, they'll probably have to give me a physical SIM to resolve the issue. Something like that. Okay, so that's all the way around. Let's see, the fluff they gave me, not very much. Might want to get extra fluff. Oh my god, Nimble! Not you too. Damn it. Made me glow in the dark. Okay, so let's get some stuffing in here. Oh, now you check in. Okay. Fluff. It's what's inside that counts. Oh, fiber fill. Actually, that's a pretty good amount of fiber fill. They really packed it into that little tiny bag. Stuffing this thing full. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Well, I got it's right here next to my desk, so if I need it, it's just that this came with the kit. So I'm going to use what they have in the kit, and then if I feel like I need it fluffier, then I can always utilize my actual, like my fluff, my extra fluff. Okay. 9 decreases to finish it off. It's pretty egg-shaped. Okay. Okay, come on. Now we got the round shape, right? Egg shape, I guess, is what they're asking for. Awesome. Okay, so there. So here we go. 1 and 2. Pedro, 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 Pedro. Wait, no, just. Yeah, okay. Hello, thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous. Feel free to keep lurking if you've been lurking. Or you can drop in and say hi. I always welcome folks in. We're just trying to finish off this here. Albert, West Virginia. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Doing a little Howard the Yeti. Because the Yeti is super cute. Just trying to get this little decreases done. Okay. And should do, I think there's one last double. Add 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Just about. One double here. And then passing that off. Doop, doop, doop. So, off, leave a long tail. Doop, doop, doop. Snippers. They even provide a nice big little needle with the kit. There. And over here and in. Just gonna go ahead and weave it through here. Wait, no, I think I went through the wrong one. Let me just. Okay. Sort of stitching it in. Part where I just sort of go haphazardly and be like, whatever, it'll work. The bottom of the Yeti anyway, no one's gonna notice it. There's our Yeti body. Our little round body. Maybe just a yelling person. Okay, so we got the body done. Body is done, body is done. Okay. That's 15 minutes. I think I need, let's see. Face, blue yarn. Horns, blue yarn. Arms, blue and white yarn. Ooh. Round. Okay, anyway, so face. Tip, this is an oval. Awesome. Blue. Awesome. Boom, throw it behind my monitor. Who needs a yarn thing? Freehand. Yeah, a little start going for the chain. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chain 7. In the second stitch from the hook. 1, 2, that's down here. 1.
Meow,
Meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow. Okay, so that's an increase, and then 4 stitches. 1, 2. It's always hard in the start of a chain, for me at least. 2, 3, 4. And then 4 singles, and then 4 into the last. Okay. One, 2, 2, 3, and 1 more. Makes 4. That pretty much it goes around, I guess. Ugh. And then rotate the piece, then 4 singles into where am I starting it from? One right there. 1, 2. No, damn it, lost it. We're getting there. Getting this base here. 2, 3, 4. Oops. I'm losing it. Hello, displaced salad. How is it going? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then increase. I think maybe we're hoping. I'm not so good at ovals. I think that's what I'm getting to. And then an increase, and then 6 stitches. Here, then I go to here, do an increase, do 6 stitches. Wait, no. You know, that's got to be the right one. That must be correct. Nothing else makes sense. 1, and the increase, and then just normal stitching this one. Come in. Come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gotta trust the process. Okay, 6. And then a 2 increase. 1, 2, and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The biggest problem with anything is that I don't have super steady like tension on the yarn. No, I've never really been very good at that. I feel like I've lost count somewhere and have like an extra, so I'm just gonna wing it a little bit to get to this point, and then we're just gonna go around because I want to do a round of single stitching. Probably to give it the nice oval shape and have it curve a little bit so it fits onto the Yeti body. We're just gonna go for the best. I don't use any stitch markers because I'm winning. I'm winging it. We'll just make it. We'll make it work. To listen to me whine and everything I had once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. My stomach creeps. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I got to stitch this onto a thing. Okay, so it's gonna go around and around and around. That's probably plenty. If I go here, add scissors. No, I don't want to do it that way. What I want to do is go here. And I go through here. And through there. Did it wrong, the wrong loop. Not through that one, it's through this one. Go. Okay, and then I would put the eyes there and there, I guess. Got our little blue shape. And that's why I've got this stuff for. Wow. Safety eyes. Okay, so they're recommending between rounds 2 and 3 with a 6 stitch space in between. So do a quick round there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gives you well, it gives you hell. So I think that's about there and there. Well, let's see how well I can sew these two things together. This one. And there. This is always the part where I'm just like, just gonna wing it. Yeah, right there. Come on. Gives you well, hell. It gives you hell. Too well. Oops. We're getting somewhere. Damn it. Everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Iris. Face is a little wonky, but I don't care. It's coming together. So round. Okay, so I made the face. We have put face on body. Make the horns. The little horns look little bloop bloops. Okay. So the horns. Start with blue, 4 in a magic loop. Yeah.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hands. The be yellow.
Sweetie,
What if I have to be yellow?
you want yellow hand? That's not. There you go. Yellow hand. Ew. Ew. No, thank you. Okay. Okay, so 1. Oh, dang it. Lost it. Two, 3, 4. Tighten that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then always tighten it too much on that first stitch. Anyway, so they wanted 4 and then a single and an increase. There's the single. And an increase. Two. And then another single and an increase. 1, 2. And then round 3 is just singles. 1. 2. Dang it, wait, those ones tight. Six. Oof. Oh no. Well, that's an unmitigated disaster. Oh no. Ah, flip flop. God. No, what have I done? What have I done? Glad my kitten's not in here right now. Be grabbing at this. What's this yarn? We want gods. Wrapping yarn at this point because I gotta fix this disaster that I made on myself. Wrap it around, making a little ball. How are you doing today, everybody? While I wind this into a ball to make it easier to work with, and it gives my hands a little bit of a rest. Listen to my kids make a mess. Oh yeah, Nimble, I got a frozen pizza for lunch. I just want one piece of it. I got a Giuseppe stuffed crust. What do you mean no pizza for me? Oh, one little corner. I don't even, it's like it was on sale, so I got the stuffed crust one. I've never tried it before. Ugh, my hand's cramping up. There we go. Okay. I feel like that's just not big enough. Why do I feel like I need one more little row? I don't. I don't at all. Like, that's pretty much exactly what they're looking for, even if it is kind of screened out a little bit. I need to do a second one of those. Let's put a little loopy loop. Doesn't fall apart on me. Okay. Another little units. Wrap around. I'm like holding it backwards. Like something is not right here. Go. 21 gone. Okay, 1. 2. Yeah, first I'll loosen up this one a little bit. Willy Wonka. One. Two. How do I manage to, why is that one so loose? There we go. One, two, three, four. Oh my god. I just knocked over my scissors onto my lap. Okay. There we go. Tighten that up. Go back to my instructions. I think I needed to do so 4 and then a single, okay, and then an increase. 1, 2, and a single increase. There. 1, 2, and then stitch around. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Between the odds, and I'm right between the odds. Yeah, that's 1. And that's 2. Boop. Them their little bits. That the Hey There Delilahs. Yeah. Hey there, Delilah. New York City, I'm 1,000 miles away, but darling, night you look so pretty, yes you do. I'm square on shine as bright as you. I swear it's true. Gonna get a couple more. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. I keep a lot of little doodads all stuck together in here. Small. Want to kind of line up. Want to make sure I line these up well. this a little bit off because I don't need that part. I need the other part for. Oh, it's what you do to make. Where are they saying to? Okay, so each horn, the body spanning around rounds 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So approximately like here-ish. Hey there, Delilah.
Hey, you gotta stay hydrated.
Ow. Thank you for the hydrate. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's too hot. Oh, it's the same rows. Aw. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you
Okay, I'm like,
guys!
why isn't it noisy? But there it
Thank you
is.
so much.
Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate that. I mean, little Howard. We're making this, Howard. We're making it happen. Let's go. Gotta get right in there. There we go. You know what? I might as well just use this tail. Every fly. There for a second. Push this off. The rich and famous, they're always complaining, if money is such a problem, then I can. I'm not gonna friggin' there. Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, if money is such a problem, yeah, that's a problem. Something, either rich. Yeah, so back in here, come in through here. Hop on over here for a sec. Wind that down through here. Pop up over like here and trip it off. If money is such a problem. Yeah. Ooh, it's coming together, y'all. Okay. So then to make the hands, I gotta start with the blue and then go to the white. This will be the trickiest part. Start with blue yarn. I feel like I should have him sitting on my shoulder while we finish this. Nope. Nowhere good to put Howard while we're working on it. Okay, so 6 in a magic loop. And first bit, and then the loop. No, here it is. This one. 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Five and 6. I'm like, where's my camera? How could you? How could you? I always end up doing this one too tight, and I never know if I don't know if it's like if I'm just doing it wrong or not, but you know, I get the loop made. I just have to do that. So blue yarn 6, single, then increase times 3, so single. All the small things. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, over here. And then an increase and yeah. 1. Damn it, I lost count already and I barely got started. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one is 6. Need to do late night, come home, work sucks. I know. You left me roses by the stairs. Mrs. let me know she cares. Single increase. So that's a 1
Nimel
here.
says no 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 no.
2. No 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 no. Oh. God. No, 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 no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I am short. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, or Howard, don't go anywhere. Okay. Now I also need some white. Gotta grab the white as though it were the other color. Okay, good. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and do that again. One, 2, 3, 5, 6. What are the kids doing? 7, 8, 9. And one more time around. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. First off, I can trim off the extra blue because I don't need all that. Okay, and then I need to decrease and do 7 stitches. And then do whatever this stuff is. Okay. Single. Okay, so do a decrease. And then single, 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 3, single, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Oh. And the last one. And then I'm gonna flatten it out. Okay. Insert the hook under the first 2 stitches across from each other. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two and 3. Oh, neat. That's pretty cool. I've never done that before. It ends up being like nicely sealed off. And leave a tail for stitching in. That'll be one of his little arms. Oh my goodness. That's how that's gonna look. Little arm. Oh my gosh. What a cute little hand. Okay, so let's gotta do that again. Start with the blue yarn. What is this? This is epic. Samuel Kim, Bloody Tears. Nice. Get this. The first loop on. Okay. Two. Three. 4. Dang it. Getting off too much. I don't know, I lost 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And that's going to come around in a circle. Go in here. Single and then an increase. That part done. Single and then increase. 2. Take this off better. And a single. And an increase. 2. Single. And a double. Come on. Okay. Then one round all the way, and then I switch to the white. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Short one. Short one. Or I miscounted, I don't know. Okay, so fine, I'll make it happen. Okay. And now I gotta switch to the white yarn. Where did that yarn go? Other way. Okay. That's so tricky when I'm switching up the yarns.
Hey, you gotta stay hydrated.
Oh my god. Fine. Why does my brain have such a hard time sometimes? Instead of grabbing that way. There we go. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. One more than I needed there. Let's do a decrease in this chunk anyways. And I just can't count. Whatever we're listening to sounds like it sounds adorable. But I don't want to lose my count. Gotta do 2 rows. Before I stitch this thing up. Oh, is this the Wreck-It Ralph? It is Wreck-It Ralph. Okay. I'm like, so familiar for some reason. Hello, Bolero. Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry if I didn't catch you right away there. I'm focused. I'm focused on we're making this adorable little Yeti guy. Look at this, he's coming along. I got one arm made. I need to stitch it on still. We're doing the other arm, and then we just got to do his little mouth details, and we'll be done. One little crochet guy. On this, the day of Nox disaster. It's been a day, that's for sure. I mean, that would be nice. If you would like to start the pizza. I mean, that's kind of why I told you about the pizza, but then you were just like, "I'll wait for you to make it, Nox." Okay, now let's just make sure we are attaching these little army arms. I like this position. Anymore. Same old thing I said before. They make no sense. I'm in ignorance. It'd be one step closer to the edge. I feel like I did one extra row on this one that I probably didn't need to. I might just unwind it really quick for a what if I did it this way instead? Shut up. I'm talking to you. Oops. I feel like that looks a little bit better. Okay. And then that will line up on that row. Today is gonna be... I love me some Wonderwall. Today is gonna be the day that you're gonna give it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you out. Word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. Where's my other... Damn it. I would lose my head if it wasn't firmly attached. I swear to God. I had 3 little sewing needles. I'm doing okay. Today I had a bit of a day, which is why we're doing some crochet. Fills me up. Basically, long story short, I went grocery shopping this morning and locked my keys in the trunk when I was at the grocery store. So I had to get my mom to come. Well, I had to get my mom. And my phone isn't working right, so I couldn't make a phone call. I had to go and into the store, ask the cashiers if there was a phone I could use. They asked another employee, and that person was like, yeah, they can use my cell phone. And I followed them to where they were working in the store to get their cell phone from their cart. And they called my mom for me. And I'm like 44 years old. I got to call my mommy for help. Mom, I locked my keys in the trunk. Can you help me figure out how to solve this? And she's like, okay, I'll call your brother, get a hold of him and see if he can come and pick you up. And worst case, if he couldn't pick me up, then she would come and pick me up. And then I had to wait for her to text back after, to the ladies whose phone I'm using, to let me know that yes or no, and if my brother was coming. And so he came and rescued me and brought me home. I got my spare keys. I went back to the store. I got my car. I went back home and loaded my groceries. Got everything done and started stream like 2 hours late. And I was like, we're crocheting today. I want to make something cute and squishy to make me feel better about locking my keys in the fucking car. And I'm like, it could have been worse. I didn't have my kids with me while shopping. That would have been excruciatingly embarrassing. I didn't leave my car running with the keys in it, so it wasn't killing the battery. I didn't have my keys in the ignition or something. They were just in the trunk. I didn't lose the keys. They were just in my trunk. But it's okay. I have I have goodies from my auntie. So I've been eating chocolates and doing crochet and listening to emo music. So and now I can't find one of my stupid. I just keep knocking everything over. Can't see nothing on my floors. I live in a dungeon of my own making. I don't think I dropped the sewing needle on the floor. Okay, so it's got to be on my desk somewhere. It's just my desk is also an unmitigated disaster. It's unfindable. Gone forever. It is a mystery. It will never be solved. I just lift up my tablet. Maybe it's under here somewhere. No, but what is under here are some of my chocolate eggs. Yeah, have a chocolate. Oh, did I put it back into... Nope. It's fine. That's why I have a whole bunch of crochet needles. Oh, let's get out another one. Let's do this arm first. But yeah, thank you for the loves. I appreciate it. Yeah, just one of those days. I don't know. Don't know where my brain was, but it wasn't anywhere cooperative. Shit happens. Could have been worse. And it wasn't, so it's it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's about this? I'll do it here from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6. That will be the end where I start to stitch. One, two, three, and the fourth row down. 1, 2, 3, fourth row down. Go. Okay, then I can position along here. Hello there. Yeah. Me, I'm already in the voice inside your head. Like, what even? I've never understood what accent they were trying to, like, just what is, like, what, why? I'm gonna undo this because I don't like I messed up with the placement on it. And just put it back too far, even though I thought I had counted correctly. Yeah, I'm all this sort of music was more like I feel like I just missed it for like teenagerness, but I was still a really angsty early 20s person, so it still went well. And that's because like I was done like a lot of my favorite high school music's a lot of alt rock indie stuff or grunge stuff, and I was in the high schools during the 1990s. I graduated in the 1990s, and a lot of the more emo music is like post 2000. Like there's some, but it's just more of it is after my high school time. I would say a pretty fly for a white guy. What those Cinco. You may not have style. Mix up with the Nile. You know, you get it anyway. You know, you can always go on Ricky Lake. Get to me, baby. Hi, Sherry. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, hell yeah, Nine Inch Nails. The thing is, Nine Inch Nails isn't emo music. Nine Inch Nails was like rock, alternative rock, heavy, like industrial, a lot of industrial. I want to tuck in here, pop out here. I mean, it's entirely fair. Like, just because a brand, like a band, is not emo does not make them non-enjoyable by emo. Like, that's still a valid consumption of that music. Okay, let me just tuck this in over here. Boop, 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 boop. That too, yeah, he's getting it done. He got a 13, and they did a 31. And he's not quite hit, but in his own mind, he's the hip. It's not quite the same, but you know, I can make him a little rounder. Beat him up a little. His face is a little smushy. Or me, there's my camera. Got little flippy arms. Yeah. So round. I need to do his little face. I did this part too tight. So it's not quite as round. But that's okay. He's still cute. Now I need to do the little mouth and try to figure out where the other embroidery needle, like in crochet needles, are, where that went. Okay. So I need to make his little face. I have a pretty good piece of white already, so that's good. Get this one done. Ooh. More into metal and seeing benediction on them. That's nice. That's dope. I love metal. I've always really liked metal and punk and grunge and you know, industrial. I like, but I also like just basically if it's music that has a good beat that I can like really bop my head to, get a bit of a groove on, headbang, any of that kind of stuff. Like then I'm pretty happy with it. I also really like a lot of like comedy music. Like that's always been, I've always enjoyed comedy music since the long ago. Now, did they double that up or is it a single? Okay. Sneak in somewhere. My little armpit. Boop, boop. Okay, they're going in around there, which is part of like the jank smush. His little smush face. Whoop. About the same swoot. And unafraid, sleep, and we're dead. is Yeti. If I can just cram this in here. Afraid, asleep or dead. There we go. He's got a little wonky smile. It's a Wooble's kid. Howard the Yeti. I keep dropping stuff on the ground. Oh my god. Fine. We're fine. It's fine. We're fine, Howard. We're fine. We'll get through this together. Little toofies. Pop in from somewhere. Bloop. Oops. That's not helpful. There we go. Dress again. Okay, so one tooth up. It'll go in. Yeah. Long as I'll be my friend in the end. I know. Made that too tight. Yeah, I think I didn't make his face big enough. That's okay. He's just stubby. He's just a cute little stubby guy. And then over here. Nope, right here. Ah. The severe focus. Can't say how long it'll take. Potential time to complete 3 to 8 hours. I started this around noon. It's around 3, so it took me about 3 hours. But I've made a few of these kits, and other, I do other crochets. I've made, like I make my own. A lot of the time I make my own. It's green screened out. I can't even fucking see it. Like I made this little Mothman all on my own with no pattern. I need to figure out a way to make his little antennas stay one way, but he's super soft and plushy. I made a few other kits, I have a pattern I use. The pattern was a kit, but I made this guy with my own yarn. And this one took more like on the 8-hour mark. Like this took me a while because each of these little blubbles is hard to crochet with plush. Squish, squish, squish. But yeah, Woobles, they're all over Amazon. These and they're really nice because they have here, I'll show you. I'll show you.
I think pizza is done.
Okay. So when you get the kit, they give you this little card, and on the back of a card, it's got a little code to go to their website, and you punch in your code, and you get you can get just the pattern, which is what I was looking at on the other tab, but you also get a full like video tutorial explaining like every single little part, like what you're supposed to end up with. It tells you how to like do the starts, like this is how you hold your hook and your yarn, you know, blah blah blah. And again, it's all, I have it muted right now because I didn't I didn't need that. So it tells you what it comes with, shows you how to start it, how to hold your yarn. They start you off with the magic circle so that you can do it easier. And it's got like every single piece of a Woobles kit has like, you know, this is how you do this increasing stitches. And like, you know, so this is the increase stitch, goes in and then so it shows you, and they're very clear, and like they make it really nice. Now there are some communities who potentially can help you with it by not sharing a code and not letting you have access to this if you just want to make a pattern and pay for the kit. I got this kit as a gift at Christmas time. And my friends and I, we kind of I'm very socialist and I like to share, so yeah. Holding your yarn and your holding onto it and haven't changed and fancy. There's my little bunny ears. Oh yeah, just gotta finish this little toofy. There we go. He's got a little bit of crooked tooths, but whatever. There is my completed Howard the Yeti. He's a little washed out because I got my green screen on. Because otherwise it's too green, right? Like it just, I don't have an easier way to do this. So let's just turn off the chroma key filter and go back to the main page. Oh, dang it, I didn't turn it off. All that for nothing. Filter. Turn off. There we go. There, now you can see him better. Ta-da! And yeah, so with the Woobles, they have their kits on Amazon. They have them on their site. They go on sale here and there. They got some pretty cute ones. Let me just see here. I've got the Woobles. The Woobles. And yeah, so they have various difficulties of kit. Like I've done like I didn't even follow a pattern for it. Some of these are super cute and I'm like, oh, I just have to make a round guy and add some little ears. And I know enough. Like I've been making amigurumi for 2 years now. So I can kind of wing it on some patterns. Like I know how to just make a round thing and how to make little arms. I learned today how to like double stitch up stitch through to close off the top of a circle. So that was kind of cool. That's one more thing that I can add to my toolbox of things that I know how to do. Look at little crooked toofs. He's so cute. He can come and live. I have he can live with this guy. This guy lives on top of my monitor. So now my little guy's got a friend. Bloop bloop. Oof. Like at Christmas time, I made little snowmen. I've got, well, now that I have my green screen turned on, pull this guy out. So this is like a little, I followed a pattern based on a Wooble to make this little axolotl. I want to make a new one with different yarn because this like dish towel yarn is not as nice. I made a bunch of these little kitties. These are based off of a little pattern I found online. It's got little footsies. Look at how cute. Nimble's like, ooh. Yeah, I've got the camera up this time. Which is a different camera angle. I have it on the gooseneck, but it lets me do like craft stuff if I have it here. The only Twitch. Y'all are silly. Oh my god, that pizza smells good. I made a couple of these and gave them away to people. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Little jellyfishes. There's all kinds of patterns online for little friendos. Oh yeah, now that the camera's off. I made a bunch of these guys and gave them away to a bunch of my friends and family, but I made them small. This one I made out of plush, and I gave them little floppy feet. Because who doesn't love a frog with giant eyes? Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? There's patterns like to go on to I think it's Ravelry. A second, I have it's under spaces. Or is it under art? I think that's all just crochet stuff. Why is there a Velodan link in there? That should be under spaces. By million billion, don't judge me for this is how ADHD works. Crafts maybe? Patterns. Whatever. I can just go to so this is just it's a site and you can find like I can do a quick search for amigurumi and I can look for ones that are like yeah for crocheting obviously. I can narrow that down. Oh my god. Amigurumi shrimp. And some of them are patterns that you would buy. Like this one would be a €4 pattern. It looks kind of spectacular though. Like, oh my gosh. I'm just gonna go ahead and save that in my favorites. But a lot of them, there's a lot that are free as well. Yeah, like this one's available for free for this little, which is, it's super cute. So you would just follow to wherever, I mean, there's ads on their page, but you get the steps on how to make it. And for me, I would just be like, what are the stitch counts that they want? And then how do they do the little wobbly legs? And then it'd be like, yeah, I could copy that myself pretty easily. So like, I find a lot on there. I don't know, maybe all shrimp from Walmart. Like, you never tell. We never know. Okay, it's gotta go. I gotta feed these little guys. Food. Pat, pat, pat. Uh-oh. Cats are thrown down. These are just such cute little friendos. Are you all grown up, Burb? Yeah. If I raise 4 more of those parrots, I can unlock capybaras for my little animal farm. My cats are trying to kill each other. Which means I probably need to go and figure out what these kids are doing. Let's scroll up here. Oh. Desktop clutter, throw it into the desktop folder. Desktop clutter into the folder. Yeah, I don't put any, I put nothing on my desktop. My desktop has 0 icons whatsoever. Everything I do is on my on my toolbar. And my toolbar is very, very tall because I have it portrait mode on the side. So like there's just like program, or they're pinned. I have tons of pinned things on there. Need to try sleeping again. Good luck. Salutes. I hope you have good rest. I know that I am currently staring at this, being like, I need to figure out if there's also a bingo to go with that bluey. And in the meantime, yeah. So yeah, that's this is like one of the sites I go to for patterns. Is the Ravelry, and I try to find, like, my goal is basically to increase my skills enough that I could justify buying really fuzzy plush yarn. Like, I'm gonna make another one of those Yetis now that I have all the steps, and I'm gonna make it out of plush yarn, and that's gonna be really good. But I'll probably work on that in my spare time. The stream was a bit of a boondoggle, but that's okay. Started a bit late. We went going for a time. On my buttons. So what I'll do is I will find somewhere to go, and then I gotta go check on the kids and get them food and all that fun stuff. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time, back to normal. We'll be doing some more Resident Evil. The evils, they are resident. I want to see what's happening more in this underneath the orphanage. We got to the next sort of area where it's like arc or something. I don't know. It's underneath the orphanage. It's all fancy, shiny facility. And Leon's exploring. And we're learning more about Grace and all about all these girls and what the fuck Umbrella's been up to, or other evil people. I don't even know. That's what I need to find out. So that's what we're going to investigate some more of. And then tomorrow night, after I get my kids to bed, so it'll be late for, but it's Friday night, whatever. So like post 9 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to bust out this. We're going to build some Legos, y'all. Build some Lego. That will give me time to clean off my desk space and set up my camera in such a way that making Lego makes sense. Because you'll have to see down here somewhere, or I can use my other, I have my other camera that I might be able to just point at the desktop, and that way you can see me and you can see the desktop. I don't know. No. This is tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Friday night Lego. Friday daytime, Resident Evil. Friday day, Resident Evil's Friday night, cozy Lego. That's how I'm gonna do it. And I'll post that on my Discord. I'll make an announcement on that. So let people know to show up and watch me build some Legos and listen to some tunes. So that's my plan, and then it'll be the weekend. Oh my gosh, Warsy, thank you so much. Thank you for giving the gift of ad-free viewing, even like regardless of whether, you know, that's amazing. Every little bit helps. I also want to, I might try to do a couple of, get the wonderful emotes. Now you can goat yell and shrimp at people. You can shrimp, well, prawns, but you can prawns at people. Let me do this. I can make it big for free because it's my channel. You can do that. That's my favorite thing about subs, is the emotes, really. The emotes. God mercy. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think I've been crunching some budget numbers, and what I might try to do is put up, like, for the next, like, 2 months, have a Ko-fi donation goal to help fund me going to Gremlin Con, which is at the end of May in Chicago. Because that's me. You're doing some mathing tonight. Awesome. Because if I can get like some goals, then I can try to work on some fundraisers and be like, if people want to help me travel to Chicago, Canadian dollars don't go as far as American dollars do. So I'm gonna have to pay for some I gotta pay more. I gotta pay more for everything. It's like 30% more. Can't I just walk? Oh my God, no. Like, maybe if I start now, I could get there in time. But then, you know, and I don't think, like, you know, I don't have my passport is updated, but I don't get it for 2 weeks. So, you know, I gotta wait for that. But yeah, all the prices for everything suck. And so I want to try to, yeah, you gotta some numbers. And I'll probably have to do some fundraising, like maybe have some, some streamathon type stuff where you know, we get some goals and I can make some stuff happen. But I'll be thinking about that over the weekend, and I'll come up with a decision on it by Monday, so that for next week we'll know. Yeah, no, I could do more commission work. I could actually do more commission work. Be like, anyone who donates X amount, I will do. Make them an emote, or, you know, I'll do a profile picture, or do an animated something for them, or I don't know. I could do it like Snoot and be like, you know, just do like a nice little portrait or whatever. So some people doing commission headshots. I don't have the confidence in my heart, in my art, to like do that kind of costly stuff. But I'd be like, you know, like $25, and I do like, you know, I'll do like a whatever, or, you know, I said I'll figure it out. I do have some art skills, arts and craft skills. I can figure out something, whether it's like on Paper Nox. Yeah, music and crafting has been pretty good. Marzipan, you want to see my new friend? I made this today. We made this guy, Howard the Yeti. Look at him. He's so round. He's got such little legs, little army arms. Pew, pew, pew. Have him wave at you. Hello, Marzipan. How's it going? It is so squishy. He's so squish. Also, I was like today, you know, locking my keys in the trunk and that whole fiasco, being late for stream, all that stuff. I needed something squishy. Snack. He snuck it behind me, locked my keys in the car, and left on foot. I can't imagine you ever going to that much effort. Make another but brown for a Sasquatch. Could do. I will make a note of that. I know I want to make a white one with I have plush yarn, and then I also have like I have this blue plush. So I was going to use this for its little fleshy face, because I have the same kind of yarn that make like this. It's nice and plush and super thick. And based on the size increase, that same pattern will yield a plushy one about as big as my head. So I'll work on that and share some progress pics in my Discord. The Discord, which I can link to. It's in my socials. Or you can go !Maple I think, to get a link as well. Yeah, so there we go. And that's basically just to stop people from going !Discord and looking for the Discord thing from bots. So I mean, still it being in the chat means that something could try to crawl through the chat and grab it. But it has reduced the number of random, like, bot accounts that have showed up on my Discord, so I think it was a good move. I think it's panned out overall. Let me take a look here. We'll find someplace fun to raid out to, and then I'll be back, as I said, in the morning at 10 Pacific time for some Resident Evil. Or someplace. You know
You
what?
gotta stay hydrated.
Why don't we, even though she's not currently doing crafting, Okray is on, and she often does cozy crafting streams where she's doing crocheting. So why don't we go and say hi to Okray? Close that. Looks like she is currently playing Lethal Company, which I think would be really funny to watch her play that. So even though she's not doing cozy crafting, I think watching her run around and be stressed out would be pretty funny. I just got to find her in my list. Okray. She's doing a Throwback Thursday. The other thing about Okray is I had an idea. I would love to get some yarn. Like, Okray started her own yarn company where she custom ordered shrimps. She custom like created plush yarn because she makes plush patterns and plushies as her Etsy business or whatever. And she really wanted to have yarn colors that she could never find anywhere. And she really wanted to have the thickness, the plushness, because it's hard to get the real good plushy stuff. Like, no one ever has like a high enough like thread count or whatever it is. The thickness of that yarn. So she started her own company, and her yarn is spectacular and super cool. It's Defiant Yarn. I think it's defiantyarn.com. Let me just double check. Let me just pull it up here. I like that pattern. I don't want to lose it. Defiantyarn.com, maybe? Yeah. So she has her own custom yarns, and this is super adorable. This is super fucking adorable. I really want the plushes, like the plushy yarns, because look at some of these fucking colors. Like, she's got like the super black, or that charcoaly ash like color, hot fucking pink. Some of the, you know, some more muted tones, and I love the names. Look at the names that she's given things. So this is the self-titled. It's got all of her yarns. All of her yarns have an about. So the hot pink one, about me. I'm not here to fit in. I'm here to shake things up. Bring the millennial grays and like boring are the millennial grays and grays. We need a loud voice and others can stand up to. Blah, blah, you know, her mood, shaking things up, interests, breaking out of the room, showing emotion, crafting, creating. And then it's like, if I had the app installed, it would show like the playlist for that yarn. And I'm like, that is amazing and adorable. And also though, I really love that hot pink, and I love my top 8, and like it's got like this, like just this fucking emo ass playlist on there, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But shipping is so expensive for me in Canada. So like I would love, like I was thinking, if I'm going to be going to the States, I want to ask ahead and be like, is there someone who, if I was to buy it and have it shipped to them, they could meet me in Chicago? Because I would totally buy a little kit. Well, I mean, like there's Warzy, you know, like exactly. So I could, you know, so if I get like a couple, because there's a couple of kits, right? But it's like buying the kit, like, you know, like it's like, oh, if it's $40 for the yarn and it's like $10 shipping in America, whereas it's like $60 fucking dollars to ship it to me in Canada. And I'm like, I can't afford $40 of yarn. I can't spend $100 to get $40 of yarn, basically. Like, that's too much. So like that's why I was like, I'm like, oh, if I'm going to be going to America, I got to get myself some yarn. Like I would totally get like the EP box, because I mean that's got like everything I could possibly want. But all the same, get off that track. We're gonna go say hi to Okray. This is her yarn company. She's amazing. She's a mom. She's got 2 little kiddos who are younger than my kids, and she still manages to like stream and do crafts and do a business. I'm like, she's harnessing that ADHD and just fucking sailing, and I'm so impressed and proud of her for getting, you know, for achieving things that she set out to do. Like, it's amazing. So let's go say hi to Okray. Let me get this raid started. If I can move my little chat window. Oh no. Okay. What if I bring it over here? There we go. Start raid. It's coming up there. Excellent. Excellent. Get a little raid call. We'll go say hi to Okray. We'll watch her play a little bit of Lethal Company, which I still want to play. I have it. I've never played it. I want to try it sometime. I've got a bunch of those, like basically the friend slop games that I love them. They're fun. Like that's their entire point of existence is a game that's just they're not big brain games. They're mess around with your friends and do silly stuff games, and I love those. I mean, I want to play Peak this weekend with people. That would be fun. It doesn't even have to be on stream. I just want to play Peak with people because they have an update and I want to see what all the custom options are. You want to play tomorrow night? I mean, in between things that are happening, I can always, before I start I'll be done my stream at like 2:30 or 3. My time is, and then it's like whenever you're playing, I am more than happy to play. I'm not afraid to order in some food. I'll talk to you later about that though. Is it going? Is the raid rating late for you? Yeah, well, like like just let me know. Why do I have bars over bars? Oh, you pinned it. You pinned it and I can't see when the raid's gonna send. I can't see when the raid's gonna send them all. What have you done this to me?